Clue. Yes, Clue, the classic Parker Brothers game. The WHODUNNIT game.
What done it? Where done it?
Oh, we didn't put our little people.
Oh. Oopsie.
Ah, well, that's okay. So yeah, the premise of the story is that you got all these people in here, and there's been a murder. Okay.
What was that about?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
I hope so. That was kind of spooky.
So then you got all these people in here, and it's like, okay, who done it? Who killed Mr. Boddy? Because after all, Mr. Boddy has been killed.
Again?
I hope that doesn't happen throughout the whole video. That's gonna be aggravating. All right. So yeah, you got Colonel Mustard, and you got Miss Scarlet. You got Professor Plum, Mrs. Peacock, and you got Reverend Green, which I've always known of to be Mr. Green, but he's been upgraded, I guess. He got his little thing in the mail saying he's a Reverend. Alright, now, we've already done our case file. You separate the clue cards into 3 piles. And then, the 3 piles consist... Oh, you're going to sneeze. The 3 piles consist of the people, the objects, which include the rope, the candlestick, you have the lead pipe, the wrench,
the knife, and the
revolver.
Yeah.
So all of those weapons.
So
you got the suspect, the weapons, and where done it. You know, the library, billiard room, study, blah, blah, blah. And I've got 1 card of each in this little case file here, and that stays in the middle. Now, our cards that we have, basically everything gets mixed up and separated into 2 piles, or piles equally distributed throughout, whoever's playing. You got 4 people, whatever. And looking at your cards, you can see who isn't the suspect, where the killer didn't kill the person, and what they didn't use to kill the person with. So, through process of elimination, you're able to find out who done it. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Oh yeah, by the way,
let's get a clue.
These little cards here, they have, you can mark off the suspects and the weapons and the rooms that are not part of, whatever. It just helps you out so that you remember who didn't do it. And I'm going to go ahead and go first. 5, 6. I'm actually going to be Mr. Green this time. Normally I'm Professor Plum, so I'm just going to take the lead here. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, I didn't go anywhere. Ooh, nice roll. 11. You gonna be my Scarlet?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in the lounge.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, whenever you get into a room, you can suggest a scenario. You can suggest that someone committed the murder with something in that room. But you have to be in a room to make a suggestion. So, now if you make an actual accusation, you have to pull the file out and see if you're right. If you're wrong, you're out of the game. This is just a suggestion. So, let's just see if you're right. So, do you have a suggestion?
I suggest that Mrs. White did it in the lounge with the revolver.
Okay. Now, I have to pull out a card and show it to him so that he knows I'm not lying, to show that he's actually wrong, if I can find something that makes him wrong. So, I'm going to show him the revolver card, showing that the revolver was not used in the murder. So he's going to mark that off, and now it's going to be my turn. Alright, so I've got 10. Okay. Alright, alright, I'm in the billiard room. let's say. See, he said Mrs. White. Now, I could look at my cards and think, well, it could be Mrs. White if I don't have Mrs. White. But he could also be bluffing. He could be making me think, oh, well, he's got Mrs. White. You know, he doesn't have her. And if I don't have her, then that's got to be who the murderer is. That's the process of elimination. But that's the little problem. Yeah, that's the twist, is that you can actually sit there and lie. Just completely lie and throw everybody off their game. That's what's so great about it. You can just be a complete whatever, you know. I'm trying to keep this family-oriented, but yeah.
Complete jerk.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll say Mrs. White. And I will say that she used the candlestick in the billiard room. Now let's see if he has anything to refute that deduction.
It was not in the billiard room.
Okay, so now I can mark off the billiard room. And now it is his turn. So I was incorrect on that, on my suggestion. So now she's probably pretty pissed at me, but yeah. That is the breaks. 8. Looks like he's going to hang out in the lounge. Oh, also, if you're in a corner, you can use a secret passage to go into the opposite corner of the game. It's pretty awesome. And it only takes one space.
Conservatory and go into the conservatory.
Alright, sweet. So yeah, he used a secret passage to get over here.
And I am going to say that it was Mrs. White in the conservatory.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
With the rope.
Ah, okay. So let's check on that. I'm going to look here because it'll be a little bit faster, but I believe I have a card to refute that. And that card is right here, the conservatory. The murder did not happen there.
Okay.
Alright, and he's going to mark that off. And now we just almost put my cards face up. You see that? Ooh. I'm getting lucky with the fact that he's not looking. Alright, my turn now.
Yeah.
Ooh, doubles! Doesn't matter in this game, though. Alright, so it was not in the billiard room. We learned that already. So,
and it is not the conservatory either.
So, 1, 2, 3, and I'll 4. Yeah, I'll just stay there. So it's your turn. I didn't make it to a room. Rolling.
5.
5.
1, 2, 3, and we're in the ballroom.
In the ballroom.
And I will say that it was Mrs. White in the ballroom.
Ballroom.
With the knife.
Ooh, with the knife. Switch it out. See if I have anything to refute that at all. The murder did not take place in the ballroom.
Okay.
So. Alright. Yeah. Oh, crap. Doubles! 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not getting anywhere. Man. I'm just going to play around all day out there. Ugh. I don't know where I'm going. Let me see. Okay. Try to make it to the study.
6. I think I'll stay in the ballroom.
Why?
Oh.
Didn't I just refuted the ballroom. So
Oh, yeah. It's been a long day. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty late right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's your turn.
Oh, okay. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I got to the study. I can't believe it. All right. I'm going to say that Mrs. White, oh, poor dear sweet Mrs. White, did it in the study with the, where's the lead pipe. I'm gonna suggest that happened.
It was not the lead pipe.
No murder with the lead pipe, yeah? Okay. I've actually got a good elimination process going. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Ow.
It was. I suggest it was Mrs. White in the kitchen with the wrench.
Let's see about that. Da-da-da. The murder did not take place in the kitchen. So. Alright, but they did give me some good ideas. I'm gonna stay in the study. I'm gonna put Mrs. White in the study with the wrench, and we'll see what comes of that. That's my suggestion. Uh-oh.
It did not happen in the study.
Dun dun dun! Now you see, I could actually be bluffing, and just so could he. He might have just threw that. I don't want to say threw a wrench in, but you know it's.
Pardon the pun.
Yeah, pardon the pun, but yeah, it could have happened. So don't always take anything for face. In fact, never take anything for face value in this game. So now it is your turn.
Yes.
Ooh, what is in that case file? Who done it? Who killed Mr. Boddy? B-O-D-D-Y. 5-6. I wonder if it was maybe Professor Plum. Nah. I don't know. We keep looking at Mrs. White. Professor Plum's got those eyes.
Yeah, he does have some beady little eyes, doesn't he?
I don't know. I don't trust him.
11 C's.
Okay.
Or was it 10? I thought that.
It's 10. Yeah, you know what? Let's see. Where am I going to go? Can I make it? Yeah, okay. Well, let's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm in the hall. Okay. Now let's try this. Mrs. White in the hall with the wrench. I think we've got some good deductions going on.
I cannot disprove that.
Uh-oh. Okay. You cannot disprove it, and you have to tell the truth on that. You cannot lie and say that, you know, I mean, you actually have to say that. So, the wrench in the hall, and it was indeed Mrs. White. So, you see, it's not really a long game, but it's fun. I mean, especially if you have more people. When you have a lot of people around, you can just, you know, start to do some things and start calling people out on it. Like, no, not me. You know, it's just kind of funny.
It's more fun with more than 2 people playing.
Yeah, but it's not to say that it's not a 2-player game. It is fun that way too. I just wouldn't play it alone. It's not a solitaire game. But yeah, that was fun. And well, do you have anything to add? I mean, we did solve the murder.
Again? Really? No more use of that word tonight.
All right. Well, this is.
We got a clue.
Yes, we finally got a clue. This has been Tyson and EJ, and you guys take it easy.
Bye.
Go play some games. Okay, let's see. Oh, almost knocked over my dude. All right, 7. I'm gonna stay in the hall. Okay, I'm gonna suggest that Miss Scarlet did it in the hall with the revolver. Can you refute that?
No. No, I cannot.
You can't refute it. All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Did Miss Scarlet do it? Haha, yes she did. In the hall with a revolver.
The game's up, Scarlet. There are no more bullets left in that gun.
Oh, come on. You don't think I'm going to fall for that old trick?
It's not a trick. There was 1 shot at Mr. Boddy in the study, 2 for the chandelier, 2 at the lounge door, and 1 for the singing telegram.
That's not 6.
As I was trying to tell you, there are no bullets left in this gun, you see? 1 plus 2 plus 1.
All right.
I will stay in the hall,
Okay.
and I suggest that everybody did it.
Everybody.
Everybody.
How did? Okay. Well, and did they do it with every weapon?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. This is unprecedented.
It was a massacre.
Well, let's see if you're right. Oh my God!
Professor Plum, Colonel Mustard, Miss Peacock, Miss Scarlet, Mr. Green.
Not Reverend Green.
Apparently he's not that much of a reverend. And Mrs. White. Everybody guilty.
All right, who done it?
You did.
They all did it. But if you want to know who killed Mr. Boddy, I did. In the hall with the revolver.